Iran has ridiculed Saudi Arabia's claim that Tehran has violated the Iran nuclear deal. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Saeed Khatibzadeh says such comments are frankly ridiculous to be worthy of a response. While Tehran is under the most robust inspection regime by the International Atomic Energy Agency, the Iranian spokesperson says the international community should hold Riyadh accountable for its own nuclear obligations. The official says Saudi Arabia is bound by the NPT to honor its commitments. We are carefully examining the relevant developments and the news and warn Riyadh to be careful, to honor its international commitments and allow the international and legal paths to be carefully pursued about Saudi Arabia's activities that are sometimes hidden and covert. The remarks had been echoed last month by Iran's representative to the IAEA, who noted Saudi Arabia refuses to abide by its commitments to the agency's inspections. Kazim Gharib-Abadi also raised concerns about a secret nuclear weapons program in the country. According to the official, the kingdom's nuclear activities had been on the agenda last month during a Board of Governors meeting at the IAEA. Tehran has called on the agency to investigate and submit a full report on the Saudis' nuclear program. Analysts fear that Riyadh is seeking to develop the technical capabilities that would allow it to quickly pursue nuclear arms.
It's obviously hypocritical on the part of the Saudis and their American backers, especially since the U.S. walked out of the JCPOA, the 2015 nuclear accord.
Reports have been emerging recently about the extent of the kingdom's nuclear activities. The Wall Street Journal, citing Western officials, says the Saudis are using a facility near the remote town of Al-Ula to produce concentrated uranium, known as yellow cake from mined ore. The production of yellow cake is a key step in refining uranium for civilian or military uses. The New York Times says U.S. intelligence agencies have spotted what appears to be an undeclared nuclear site not too far from the town of Al Uyayna, some 30 kilometers northwest of the capital. The agencies are reportedly examining attempts by the Saudis to produce nuclear fuel that could potentially lead to the development of nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, The Guardian has reported a confidential Chinese report that says Saudi Arabia may have enough ore to produce nuclear fuel. Saudi Arabia has been urging the international community to confront Iran over what Riyadh claims are nuclear violations by Tehran of the Iran nuclear deal. Referring to the Islamic Republic, the kingdom's foreign minister, Prince Faisal bin Farhan, called on the international community to stand united against nations that seek nuclear weapons, especially ones that adopt hostile behavior and seek to destabilize international security and stability. Saudi Arabia, along with the Israeli regime, has regularly voiced opposition to the 2015 Iran nuclear deal clinched between Tehran and world powers and rubber-stamped by the UN Security Council. Critics say Riyadh's position is hypocritical, as it has yet to come clean over its own nuclear program.
It just makes no sense at all. The Saudis have refused to say whether they are pursuing a nuclear weapon, but the fact is that they have clearly sponsored research to that end in Pakistan and are widely reputed to be pursuing the same goal at home.
Following the unilateral U.S. withdrawal from the Iran nuclear deal in May 2018, Tehran accused European signatories of failing to uphold their commitments under the agreements and shield Tehran from U.S. sanctions. The country began scaling back its commitments in line with the agreement. However, Britain, France and Germany have vowed to keep working on keeping the agreement alive despite pressure from the White House. Meanwhile, intelligence agencies around the world have maintained that Tehran is not seeking nuclear arms. However, Saudi Arabia's possible possession of nuclear weapons comes amid accusations by countries in West Asia of Riyadh being the fountainhead of global Takfiri terrorism that has wreaked havoc in many countries.